Hey guys, it's Chatty with Aggie again. I just thought I would do another quick chat and makeup look. I actually already have like my makeup on for today. I'm gonna focus on the eyes right now because I actually want to add to this look because I'm gonna be filming another video today. It's actually for my mom. I'll explain in a bit, but all I did was I kind of did like a one shadow look today because I didn't have a lot of time because I had to prepare for online church. But I used this color, which is Crossfade, a foil shadow from the old Makeup Geek collection, which is really such a nice color. But I actually want to do like a smoky eye, like a dark black smoky eye. Now I should explain that the color that I'm the least prone to use in any eyeshadow palette that I own is the black color because I'm so afraid of it. Like, I think that I'm just so not good enough at makeup that I can't even bear to try to use the dark black colors. The boldest I ever get is like a dark brown, and then I'll just use it to kind of shade the outer corner, the outer V, but I'm so scared to use black, but I'm going to do it today. I'm inspired. This is the time, right? The quarantine is the time to play around and figure and see if you're actually, good enough, for whatever's out there in terms of makeup or whatever. But anyways, first I need to choose the black that I want to use. So I thought I'd, take out a few. They're all actually naked palettes. I'm going to be taking out 4 naked palettes to see which black I want to use. The reason I want to do this black smoky eye look is I was watching like World News Tonight or something on YouTube, and I saw this woman who was corresponding, a woman reporter who was corresponding from New York, talking about their situation there. My family lives in New Jersey, so I'm very concerned about what's going on with coronavirus over there. But yeah, I was watching it, and it was this girl, this woman reporter. I'm pretty sure she was Korean American. Her name seemed Korean. I think it was like Park or something. But anyway, her last name made her seem Korean, and her this is so superficial compared to what she was talking about. She's talking about like, like how the Javits Center was being turned into like a coronavirus patient center and, all this kind of stuff. Anyways, she just had the most beautiful smoky eye on. It looked so good. It was just so well done. And I know that when a smoky eye, like a black smoky eye or any kind of smoky eye is done well on an Asian eye, it just looks so, I think it just looks extra gorgeous. Like, no offense, but I just think that Asian, it's kind of hard to work with Asian eyes sometimes because, we have small eyes. But when eye makeup is done right, especially a smoky eye, it just looks so beautiful. And I don't know, it looked like she just used like black and just kind of smoked it out, but I'm not really sure what she did. I wish she had a tutorial. I would totally watch that like 20 times just to figure out her technique. But I've been putting on makeup for years and years, so I should be able to figure something out, right? So first I'm going to choose a black from 4 naked palettes that I have. So let's see which one I'm going to use. I'm going to swatch them on my hands. So the first one, I'm just going to see if I like the black from the Naked Basics palette. This is the first original Naked Basics, and I really love this palette, mostly for this color, Naked 2, which is so good. It's, kind of light for me now, but when I was like in my 20s, I think I had this palette since I was in my 20s. That's kind of gross. But anyways, when I was in my 20s, I would just take this color and put it on and like put eyeliner, and that was it. It's so plain now. But anyways, I love it. So anyway, I'm going to try this black right here, which is called Crave. So let's swatch that. Ooh, some kickback. Wow, that is really dark. Dark and very good. Very nice. I did hear that you want to use high end for black, because when it comes to black eyeshadow, you don't want to go drugstore. Although I hear Milani eyeshadow palettes are amazing, so I wonder if it goes for Milani as well, but who knows. Okay, so this is Naked Basics, what was it, Crave? Yeah, Crave. It's kind of powdery, so I'm a little bit scared, but that looks like it would work pretty well, because I don't want it to be like too solid. I want it to kind of smoke out a little bit, so that's good. And then next I have my Naked 2 palette, which is the first high-end palette that I've ever bought. I know everybody has one, and mine is the Naked 2. I love this. And my favorite color that I was always use in this palette was Suspect, right there. Again, I would just swipe that on with maybe some Foxy over here and then put eyeliner on, and that would be a day, which is too plain for me now. The black I'm going to try from this palette is the only black here, which is Blackout. So I'm going to swatch that next to Crave. This one doesn't have as much fallout. Looks really good. Ooh. Ooh, that is definitely superior. That is superior to Crave. I think I'm going to probably have to go with that if it's going to be between these two. All right. I have a makeup wipe here. That's what I'm wiping on. The magic of video. Okay. And then next, what is going... I seriously never use this palette. I don't really know how to use it, so I don't use it. And I know it has low ratings, but I got it for half price, so, and it's such a beautiful package, and I'm sure there's some way to use this, so I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out one of these days. Probably during quarantine time would be the best, but here's my Naked Urban Decay Smoky. I don't even know, it's discontinued. I know it wasn't doing well, but their darkest color is right here, Black Market. In this palette, I would often use the color... Combust right here as like a transition shade, and maybe some Slanted, but individually these colors are pretty beautiful. Like Radar has glitter, Dirty Sweet is nice too, kind of like a rose gold almost. All right, so let's go ahead and try Black Market. I would describe this color as kind of like a glittery, I don't know, maybe like a purple glittered, very dark charcoal gray. So maybe that'll be good for the smoky eye. Okay, there's a little bit of kickback there. Anyway, that is Black Market. Put it over here. Okay. It's kind of chunky. There is a little bit, I don't know if you guys could tell, but there is a little bit of like purpley, I don't know, and it has a little bit of a like a smoother, like a softer texture than the other shadows. Yeah, there was that little fall. I don't know, this kind of looks like it kind of sticks well. It looks like it sticks well onto the skin, so maybe that'll work. I don't know, I gotta think about it. Kind of has like an oil slick kind of look. Sorry, it's like a very ugly swatch, but this kind of might work better because of the texture. When the woman had her smoky eye on, it didn't really seem like she had any glitter or anything in the shadow, but then, you know, what do I know? It was just like outdoors, camera lights, whatever. But anyway, that's Black Market. And then we have one more to go. Of course, the original Naked palette. I got this really recently, only because it went on sale for 50% off because it was going out forever because they did the Naked Reloaded, which I think got, you know, less love overall than the Naked palette. But this is gone. So before it was gone, I wanted to, you know, get on the bandwagon like everybody else. So, oh my goodness, my dog is eating something plastic. Can you give me 1 second? Give me 1 second. Nope. 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 You know what he found? He found gum that I wrapped in like a plastic wrapper. Plastic fruit roll-up wrapper. Yeah, he found it and he was trying to get the gum, which is really bad. Especially if the gum has xylitol. I heard it's really, really bad for dogs. So I don't think that gum did, but wow, he is just trying to get my attention. It works. If you guys have dogs, does your dog ever do crazy stuff to get your attention? I noticed that my dog, if he can't ultimately get my attention because I'm like working from home or something, he'll poop and then I can smell it and then that kind of gets my attention. But there's nothing I could do about it until I'm done, right? Okay, so the famous darkest color from the Naked palette is Creep. So let's swatch it. This is very glittery. I'm probably not going to use this one, but you know, you never know. I've never used it before. Wow, that's swatching really well. This is swatching really well because this is my newest palette. The other ones are like crazy old. So anyways, okay, so this is Creep. I wish we could do like a live voting system. I think that's too light. I think that's too light. That is a great color though. That's gorgeous. You know what? I'm going to try using this more in the future. This is the first time I've ever dipped into it. But it's too light for what I want to do. So I think it's going to be between Black Market and what's this one called? It's called Blackout from the Naked 2. Yeah, Blackout. So the Blackout is just like one of the best blacks. And I've heard this before. This is one of the best black eyeshadows that you'll ever get in any other palette ever. And this is just, this has like a nice, almost like oily, like slick texture. So I feel like this would be really good to work with. But I don't think this is going to give me the look that I want. So I'm going to go for this one. Very matte. If this doesn't go well, then I'd probably move on to this one because it's kind of like a little more sheer. It could sheer out better, but I'm going to be bold and try this one and maybe use some brush work to like make it work. I don't know. I'm not really good at smoky eyes, but let's see. All right, let's get into it. I'm just going to wipe off as much as I can of this eyeshadow swatches. Came off pretty well. This is the Costco brand Kirkland wipes, makeup wipes. They're so good. It's like $12 for a big huge box and you get like forever amount of makeup wipes and it's great. They're great for travel. They're great for videos like this. And they leave kind of like a smooth, I think they're micellar wipes. Leave kind of like a smooth feeling. It doesn't feel like they're totally stripping your skin. Although I don't really like using wipes that much on my skin, but they're always good to have just because you never know when it comes to makeup. So, all right. So my eyes are already kind of done, meaning I have one shadow on and I have, you know, my eyebrows done and I do have some black eyeliner and some mascara, but you know what? I'm going to smoke it out. And I think the main brush that I want to use is the Morphe M124, which looks like, sorry, no experience, which looks like this. I'm trying to do this to kind of make the shape that I want. And I don't know if it's better to start with a clean eye, but I kind of like that my eyes are done already. So I could just kind of follow a little bit along. And you know what? First, I'm going to take, I am going to use this Naked Smoky. I'm going to use that color that I told you that I really like. The Combust right here. It's a really good kind of darker transition shade. That's good for smoky eyes. So I'm going to get my, what is this? MAC 217 that my dog totally like bit up. He's like such a star of the show, even though you guys have never seen him, but you will soon. I'm just going to do a transition. Just kind of blend this out a little bit better than it is. Like that. Some more. This side needs to be much more blended out. So how are you guys doing? How's the quarantine treating you? As for me, I am upset. I don't like it. I don't want to talk too much about it. When I'm talking to people, I notice that I just try to be cheerful and happy, but what's going on inside is not exactly that. I am a little bit concerned about my mental health. I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, financial insecurity, because I'm losing work. But you know what? It's okay. It's all in God's hands, and we're going to try to figure it out. So I was saying that I'm doing this makeup look, you know, just to talk to you guys. Okay, I'm going to take this brush and go into blackout right here, the last shade. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to tap it off a lot. I'm scared. I'm tapping it off like crazy. And I'm like such a miser. Like this palette is so old, and okay, I don't recommend you using old palettes if you don't want to, but I don't care. My skin is not that sensitive. I'm pretty hardy. But yeah, I'm just going to take this. I'm going to tap off a lot just to kind of create the shape that I want on my eye. So I'm going to like kind of go over this eye line and just kind of deepen it and then try to like fade it out a little bit. And I'm probably going to use another fluffy brush to like blend it out even more. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So this is mostly placement. That's why I chose this brush. Okay, let's see if this much will work. Ooh, let's utilize that. I realized in my last video like that I put the cup too close and it was like really annoying. Sorry guys if that annoyed you, but I don't think anyone watched that video according to the views, so it's okay. But if anybody watches it in the future, I'm so sorry. In the future of the time that I'm filming this right now. But yeah. My mom, I was FaceTiming my mom. My mom, I don't know about you guys, but my mom is an Asian mom. She's a Korean mom. And she's just like not taking this coronavirus pandemic that seriously. Like definitely not as seriously as I want her to be taking it. Like, mom, you know, like, oh, I'm just like, all I do is yell at her when I'm on the phone with her. I think that's normal at my age. But yeah, I hear a lot of people my age just yell at their parents. Like, not like I hate you yelling, but like, Mom, Dad, what are you doing? Don't do it like that. Like, no, you know? But yeah, like she calls me from the car yesterday, like, because we're doing FaceTime these days or video calls. And she's like, oh, I'm like, Mom, are you driving? Like, don't call me while you're driving. She's like, no, I'm not driving. Your dad's driving. I was like, where are you guys going? She's like, oh, we're going to the lake. I'm like, what? You know, whatever lake they're going to is probably in New York State. And you guys know that New York State is not doing well right now in the pandemic. It's like crazy. So I was like, Mom, no, like, don't go out. And she's like, oh, I gotta go. We're going to Panera. I want to go to Panera. And she's holding a Panera cup. She's addicted to Panera. Like, woman, learn to make your own coffee. She loves their decaf coffee. Like, I bet you if she just made it a few times that she could make it as good, or, you know, like, I don't know. I guess it'd be kind of a pain to like, ooh, I'm getting fallout. Ugh. I'll show you guys how I get rid of fallout later. That's another reason I'm so scared of blacks, because like I don't want it to like fall out, but of course it will. I think they have like tape and stuff like that, but obviously I don't have that. So I'm just kind of creating the shape. I think already I'm not doing it right. It's not going the same way as it looked on the girl on the news. But yeah, she did such a good job. I think she does her own makeup. She's not like an anchor, like a anchor at night or anything, so I think she does her own makeup. Yeah, I already made like kind of like a cat eye shape, which is like not, she just did kind of like round around her eyes. I'm already doing it wrong, but whatever. It's just my own. And this is like kind of like my first time in a long time trying, you know, black smoky eye again. So anyways, I'm just placing it. Placing. Another reason I don't use black is because I'm lazy, because I don't want to like clean the brushes. Like, you have to clean a brush right after you use black, right? I guess unless you know like you're going to use black again with that exact brush, but still I kind of feel like it's just so dark and it makes it so like dirty in a sense you know, or like not reusable in a sense. So I have to clean it right away. And I just, normally I don't, you know, feel like I ever have the time to do that, but now I have nothing but time. All right, so I kind of got a shape going that I want up top. It's kind of not perfect, but hopefully as I blend it. Okay, now this is the scary part. I'm going to do it on the bottom. Bottom. Maybe I could cheat and use a different black on the bottom, like a lighter, more gray color on the bottom. Maybe that would work. I don't know. But here goes the scary. Here goes the scary. What do you guys think? Is it okay? Is it weird? I'm scared. I'm scared. Probably not doing enough. I just have no experience. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm walking alone in a forest right now. With no skills. No know-how. Kind of scared, you know? But like mystified by the beauty. Not the beauty of my eye, but the beauty of the metaphorical forest that I'm talking about. Okay. Is that working? Is that scary? I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's blend it out a little bit. I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is the e.l.f. contour brush. I don't know why it's called that, but I'm just going to... Okay. And I think to finish it off, I have to line the waterline with black. So I'm going to use my MAC Smolder that I found actually in my old makeup collection. But I know this is one of the best black liners. Wow, that is just not... That is not what the girl looked like. I'm just gonna kind of clean up the shape with the Q-tip. Maybe my eyes are just not good for a snap guy. You know what? That's not true. In the hands of a professional, I'm sure it would be much better. But with me, it's just not the best. Not the best. Oh my goodness. I don't know where I put the brush that I was just using. Oh, it was like in here. Duh. Okay. I'm going to try the other eye and talk to you about the song. Okay, so my mom, you know, went to online church too today. And she said that the sermon was about Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Do you guys know who Dietrich Bonhoeffer is? He is a German theologian who lived and died during the Third Reich time, World War II. Before anybody was really doing anything about Hitler, he, because of his theological beliefs, came to the conclusion that he had to assassinate Hitler. So he got into a plot, one of many plots against his life, actually. You guys know that there were many plots against Hitler, right? Tom Cruise made a famous movie, or a movie about it, called Valkyrie. If you guys ever saw that, that was about a plot. But I don't think Bonhoeffer was part of that one. He was part of another one. And yeah, he was a conspirator. He got caught, and so he got executed by Hitler. And right before he got executed, he wrote a poem that I didn't know about. I've read some of his books, but I didn't know about this poem. And it got turned into a song. My mom sent me the German version, and she's so funny. She's like, I called her today to make sure she wasn't going out anywhere, which she wasn't. She was home, thankfully. But she came back from Costco today, which I guess I'm not going to blame her for going and getting essentials, but like, yeah, at least I didn't catch her out. Yeah, so she sends me like a German man singing the song with piano, and he's like singing it in German, and she's like, the song is very German, and I was like, you think? Anyway, so I try to find like a translated version into English. I didn't find much, so I just kind of listened to the music and figured out the chords and dusted off my guitar that I haven't been, you know, using because I thought there was something wrong with the strings, but it's okay, actually. It's working fine. See all these things that happen during quarantine? You just like take out your old instruments. I think a lot of people are getting like artistic. Right? They're tapping into their creative side and their expressive side because there's so much to express emotionally, and you don't really want to be a burden to those around you. What do you think, you guys? I think I need a lot more practice, which I can, right? I mean, of course I have this like purplish aspect that she didn't have, the reporter. But just I'm blending it out again with another brush. I think I have more black on this side, so I'm gonna add a little bit more here. Yeah, so it's called Gentle, I forget what it's called already. But I'm gonna be putting a video of me singing it with my smoky eye. Gonna look crazy. One thing I wish is that I could be with my family right now. Actually, I wish that they were here with me because I don't want them to be in New Jersey right now. It's crazy. It's too scary. All I do when I talk to my mom these days is, this is what happens when you get coronavirus and nobody's exempt, and you know, like, I don't care how healthy you think you are and how you never get sick, like, you never know how it's gonna hit you, and blah 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 blah. I don't even want to hear myself, but like, you know, somebody's got to tell her, you know, and she's not gonna listen to anybody. She's probably not gonna listen to me, but I am one of her favorite people because I'm her daughter, so she might listen to me a little bit. You know how it is when you like tell people what to do, or you try to teach people something, you know they're not gonna like listen wholeheartedly and be like, oh, thank you for the information, and it's gonna like change their life. Like one day they're gonna look back and remember something you said when they're in the context of, you know, maybe a situation you were talking about. And then they'll be like, oh, that's what she meant. Oh, I see. So, whatever. See what happens. Okay, here's my smoky eye. I don't think it's very good. I need to practice more for sure. But if you want to see, you know, how it is without my talking about the smoky eye or whatever, in my next video, yes, please watch. It'll be a singing video with guitar. So, yeah, I think I'm going to add a little bit more, mascara. Which mascara did I use today? Is this one? Lash Sensational. Black is Black, of course. But yeah, so I just, you know, as a little gift to her, she's like, I think it would be nice if you sang this song. It's good for your voice. I was like, what? She's like, it's good because it's not like for like those other young people who sing like, I don't know what she said. It just kind of didn't make sense to me. But what I do to take fallout out is, you know, you kind of kill two birds with one stone. You powder yourself up. I take one of my powders and I take a big fluffy brush and just powder it off. I didn't make this up, but this is one of my favorite powders, period. Drugstore or high-end. It's the Dream Wonder powder from Maybelline. I love, and I'm in the color 03. These tend to run dark, so I would say go a little bit lighter than you usually would on the color scale. I just burped. I'm so sorry. That's not hot. But yeah, just take it, take the powder, and then powder it off. Actually, the fallout kind of resolved itself a little bit too. It like fell all the way out, which is good. And I'm wearing a black top, which is also works. But yeah, there's my Smoky. I don't think it's very good, but whatever. I'll keep practicing. Nothing but time, right? Maybe I'll try using this palette more because that's what it's made for. I'll use that one color that I thought was pretty good. Okay, so here's the final look. Okay, let's top it off with some neutral lips. But I am going to be singing. Should I be putting on a color maybe? Well, here's a color. It's the Maybelline Spicy Mauve in the Shine. The Maybelline Shine with the shiny pink metallic looking component. And then this mauve, it's like shiny. Oh, it's a little dark, but it's okay. I may be singing, so have some color on the lips. But with Smoky eye, you normally should put like on a light lip, like a nude. Anyway, guys, I really hope that you're doing well. Look, it took me 30 minutes to like make just this eye. Can you imagine if I like tried to do a whole look with Smoky eye? So thank goodness I had some other stuff going on already. But I hope you're doing well. I really just am praying for everyone. You know, it's such a hard time right now, and it's just getting harder, and it'll probably get harder before it gets easier. So let's just, you know, let's just stay in it together, especially for those who are suffering financially. I totally feel you. I understand. It's so hard right now, and I don't know how I'm going to make it. But I just trust God, and however I can come through, maybe I'll report back to you when it happens. But yeah, if you guys want to comment below about the ways that you feel provided for and like the ways that you feel like you're being carried through. If you're a Christian, if you feel like, if you want to share maybe the ways that you feel like God is really pulling through for you right now, I would love to hear it. So go ahead and comment below and stay tuned for my next video, which would be a singing video. Okay, thanks. See you guys.